Hi, I'm Hazel, and today we're going to be checking out a couple of different things on the BfA beta to see if they still work. These are all things that I've seen asked about on forums and in stream chat, so I figured we would go take a look and settle them once and for now, because this is still beta and all of this could still change. But you know, this is good evidence that these things might continue to be true. Number one is the Underlight Angler, and yes, this one does work on the BfA beta right now. It no longer even appears to be disabled. In the last build, it looked like the traits were disabled, but they still functioned when you went fishing. Now the traits no longer even look disabled, so it seems like a very good bet that the Underlight Angler will continue to function traits-wise in BfA. So you can still walk on water, you can still turn into a shark, the shark is still really, really fast, and if you don't yet have an Underlight Angler, I do strongly recommend that you get one because it's going to continue to be useful at this rate. Number two is the Legion Shoulder Boon enchants, checking specifically in on the Boon of the Zookeeper. So for this one, the answer is so far, yes, it does still function, and it functions quite well, although this is a very small sample size. I probably just got really lucky with this pull, but 5 bags in one pull. It does still work, it does still drop you piles of pet goodies. Those piles of pet goodies will contain shiny pet charms, which is what pet charms will become in BfA. Note that in BfA, those shiny pet charms are only used for Legion and earlier pets and toys. From pet charms, you cannot buy upgrade stones with them after BfA. For that, you're going to want polished pet charms, which are available only from new BfA pet content. So if you're out in Legion in BfA for some reason and you're doing stuff with that boon on, you will still get piles of pet goodies and presumably the stuff from the other boons if you're wearing them, but you won't get the new charms out of them, and I don't know why you would have thought that you would, but it still works the old way. Number 3 is gold from Legion world quests and order hall missions, and this one very predictably no longer works in BfA. In Battle for Azeroth, there will still be Legion world quests. You can do them and continue to get rep if you're still farming for those Paragon rep mounts, but there will no longer be any gold or artifact power for whatever reason if you wanted that. The artifact power items are replaced with an item that vendors for a small amount of gold. As far as I can see, this is also true for order hall missions. You can still send out missions if you're doing mission content or you're trying to get something from the missions, but there won't be any that give you gold, so there's no reason to be checking back in on your class order hall just to do the missions to get the gold. And this isn't a huge surprise. This is something that was disabled in Warlords going into Legion, so it's not too shocking that it's happening again. Number 4 is Legion combat follower bonuses, specifically the ones that give you gold, because I don't see why you'd want the order resources, and I'm sure the artifact power is also still just gray items. But the Legion combat follower equipment that grants you gold when you do a Legion world quest, surprisingly enough, so far still does work. You know, they still have the items, they still follow you around, and when you do a world quest, you still get the benefit, and you'll still get the gold. So while there are no world quests that directly grant gold in BfA, in Legion zones I should add, doing them with a follower that is kitted out with these items that grant you gold on world quest completion does still work. Now, I would not be surprised if that was changed to no longer work. It's one of those things that you just get a feeling that they're trying to shut down, but I personally don't think that it's really bad enough for it to be a big deal for them to go back and stop it. It's certainly not worth going and looking for these items in BfA so that you can go back and do Legion world quests, especially once you consider the gold inflation that we're going to be seeing in Battle for Azeroth. So I don't think it's something that's really going to be part of your everyday routine. But if you're already going back and doing Legion world quests anyways, maybe you're looking for some transmog from the quest rewards, maybe you're looking for rep because you still don't quite have your last Legion rep cash mount yet, it'll be a nice bonus to kind of soothe the wounds if you already have that equipment set up. Also, give me my Stormdrake. Number 5 is whether you'll still be able to access Darnassus and Undercity after their respective catastrophes. The answer is yes, you can, and it's not that hard. So for Undercity, there's no longer a Zeppelin that goes back and forth, but instead there's a portal on the Zeppelin pad that will take you directly into the old version of Undercity with all of the amenities, so if there's anything that you need to do there, you can still get back, no problem. If you have completed the scenario and you're in Tirisfal Glades, you will see a phased version of it in which you cannot access the city, but Zidormi from the Bronze Dragonflight is there and she'll help you phase the zone back and forth as needed. For Darnassus, Darkshore does get phased to have a painted skybox with the Burning Teldrassil there and an invisible wall that prevents you from flying there, but there's really nothing else different in Darkshore, and if you need to access the city, you can still do so through portals. There is one on the docks at Stormwind. Important to note is that for both of these zones, the destruction phasing does not affect low-level characters. You can still create night elves, you can still create undead, and any character that is under 110 and has not completed that scenario is not going to see any difference in the city or the zone at all. So that was a look at some stuff that does or does not work in BfA. Let me know what you think and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!